Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to be unboxing my Ninja Belgian Waffle Maker Pro, and it is a Neverstick, and I'm going to be showing you how to use it. I'm very happy that Ninja is branching out and making all kinds of other kitchen utensils that you can use. So right off the bat, on one of the little inside flaps, it tells you exactly how to use it. Kind of like a quick start guide, if you will. Like you could pick your shade of your waffle and load your batter and wait for the green light and the beep and then remove and enjoy. So sounds pretty, easy and straightforward. And once you open up all the flaps, you get your quick start guide and owner's guide. So this quick start guide also has recipes in here, which is always nice, especially if you don't know what to make. And so there's the owner's guide, and I will definitely go through that here in just a moment. But yeah, who doesn't love waffles or pancakes, And especially if you can get a machine that works excellent. And I have never seen a design like this where your machine just sits upright the whole time. Like most other waffle makers, they're laying down on a like flat surface or whatever. Or I shouldn't say, the machine itself is laying, not upright. Or I shouldn't say sitting upright. So I find it to be really unique to have this particular design. Not working the way I want it to, that's alright. So yeah, make sure you get all this good stuff off here. And it comes with a precision pour cup, so you know exactly how much to pour in there, so you're not guessing. And this looks to me to be like a little fill line at the very top of the cup there, so you don't overfill and cause a big mess. So I'm going to see. There is a little button that you can push right on the side here, and it opens up, and then obviously you see there's the inside of your waffle maker. So let me just thumb through the owner's guide really quick and see if I can't get a waffle going for us this morning. So I did have time just now to go through the manual a little bit. Let me see if I can fix my lighting. Didn't realize, because that helps a tiny bit, huh? On page 4 of the owner's guide, on the before first use, it just goes into, taking all the packaging materials off, which I did. And obviously do not submerge the unit in any water. This precision pour cup is dishwasher safe, and it says that we recommend turning the unit on and running it on shade 5 for 10 minutes without adding batter, just to make sure that it gets rid of any residues that might be left on here. And it says to just wipe it down with a damp cloth before we do any of that fun stuff. And it says season the waffle plates by applying a thin coat of cooking oil to them. The use of cooking spray is not recommended unless otherwise indicated in the recipe provided in the inspiration guide. So that's good. You don't have to season it you don't have to spray it down every single time that you use it. So, and then it just goes on to using it and whatnot. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and plug it in and do what it says here. I'm just going to move to a different spot in my kitchen. Alright, so now I have my waffle maker on my kitchen counter over here, and I'm ready to go ahead and just let it run for the recommended time, which is 10 minutes. So I am going to go ahead and turn it on, and I'll get you guys up close here so you can see what I'm doing. And so we're turning it all the way over to 5, just so you can see. So yeah, we're gonna let this run again for 10 minutes like it says, and then in the meantime I will probably go ahead and prepare. I have just box waffle mix, so I will go ahead and get that all ready to go for us. So yeah, I'll be back in just a little bit. So it has literally only been about 2 whole minutes, but as you can see, it is ready to add batter, but I am still going to wait the additional 8 minutes just to make sure it gets all of the cooking or the residue heated. I don't want to say cooked off, but you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, so it's been 10 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this back off now and let it cool down for just a little bit before I move on to making some waffles here. I do have my batter ready, so it's just going to sit and hang out for a little bit. So yeah, I'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, so I am ready to actually make some waffles here. And so it says to just apply a thin coat of cooking oil to the plates here. I have avocado oil in my little sprayer here, so I'm just going to spray just a little bit on here, as you can see, just to kind of get them seasoned and ready to go. And like it said in the manual, it's not recommended. I want to make sure I'm telling you right. Yeah, it is not recommended to use cooking spray unless otherwise indicated in the recipe provided in the inspiration guide. So this is just going to be my little thin layer of oil that I put on here. So I'm going to go ahead and close the unit. And this, again, it's probably really hard to see, but there's a little notch, and this is going to be your minimum fill line, which in the manual it comes out to about 3/4 cup. And so it said just to fill it to that line. So, and this recipe that I have, the box recipe, it says it makes about 12 waffles. So, and I believe it also says in here that no preheating is necessary. So, let me get, just so I know I'm telling you all the right stuff. With the lid closed, plug it in and turn it on by adjusting the shade selection. So we're, just for fun, we're going to do shade 2, just so it's not terribly dark. I mean, I guess it depends on my mood. Sometimes I like darker waffles or pancakes, but for the sake of this, we were going to go ahead and just do shade number 2 here. And we're going to wait for it to heat up. Like I said, I did unplug or turn it off just for a minute, just so I could put the oil in there. So we're going to wait for the little light to ding. And yeah. Says the green light will illuminate when the unit is preheated. Fill the portion cup with the batter, and cooking will automatically begin after the batter is added. The red light will illuminate to signal cooking has begun. See? And waffle is done cooking when the green LED light illuminates and the unit beeps. Push the lock button to open the waffle maker and remove the waffle with silicone tip tongs or other non-metal cooking utensil. Okay, so we heard the beep. So now we're just pouring it in the top. Okay, kind of like so. And we're going to let it do its thing here. I will say I did notice some of the cooking oil come out of the little bottom down here, which is kind of like the little drip tray, I would call it. I don't think that would be necessarily an issue. I mean, unless you overfill it and then there's batter just coming out everywhere. But I think for the sake of this, it's nice to have that little tray down there to catch any little bit of extras. So, and it looks like we can, the waffle maker will automatically start preheating after each cycle, so that's pretty nice. It says wait for the green LED light to indicate the preheat cycle is complete before starting to cook the next waffle. So it's one of those where you just have to wait for the machine to do its thing before you add it. You just can't do it continuously. And then it goes into cleaning. And again, you just use a damp soapy cloth to clean the waffle plates and then dry thoroughly. And you should be able to wipe off all of the debris that's on here after you've cooked and let it cool. So, but that's good. And I myself don't have any silicone tipped tongs, so I am probably just going to get a regular fork out of my drawer to get my waffles out. So, alright, it did go ahead and beep. I just happened to step away for a quick second, so you guys didn't get a chance to hear it. So we're gonna go ahead and open up the little, how fun. And so you see it only did like 2. It didn't fill it up all the way, but that's okay. The first run, you just never know how it's gonna go. So, and this again, like I said, was shade number 2. So, and I'm gonna see if I can get this out without, perfect. So you can definitely adjust your shade as well. I think that looks pretty good. And we're just going to wait, because again it said in the manual that it has to preheat first in between each waffle. So, but obviously the green light is on, saying that it's ready to go again. So, we'll automatically start preheating, wait for the green light. So it does say in step number 5 in using the waffle maker that the waffle maker will automatically start preheating after each cycle. Wait for the green LED light to indicate the preheat cycle is complete before starting to cook. And so with the green light on, that is my indication that it is ready to go again. So we're going to go ahead and just pour another one in here. And you can adjust, you know, the thickness of the batter and basically create your own. So we're going to just go ahead and do one more in here. And I'll see if I can get you all to hear the beep when it's done. But yeah, so I'm going to pour one more in there and we'll see how it goes. It barely just beeped. So we are done with our second waffle here. So we're getting better. We almost got 4 little squares filled, so. And I love how it's pretty easy, as you can see, to get out. And then it's just ready to rock and roll again for however many waffles you need to make. So, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and continue through the rest of this batter. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all how to make one. And for the sake of tasting it, just to see how it tastes. And this is the Pearl Milling Company waffle mix. And for me, it tastes super delicious. I didn't expect anything less, so. But yeah, that is how you make waffles in your Ninja Belgian waffle maker.